Alright, so welcome back. This is it's been a while since I posted a tutorial, so this is sort of cool. So this is what we're going to be creating today. There are some problems with the tracking on this, as you can see, or maybe not, depends on what you're watching it on. But this is a really cool sort of effect. I mean, it's sort of like Andrew Kramer's what's that, the Iron Man effect, the face thing. It's sort of like that, except it uses similar techniques, but it's for sort of a different effect. And I mean, there are quite a few different things I've done in this, like the hexagons you can see there, that I have a pretty cool way of making them. So anyway, let's just create a new composition, and you just need footage of your arm or face or whatever you're going to do this on. Okay, right, so let me just drop my footage in here. It's just that big. I don't even know why I clenched my fist. Okay, that was weird. So anyway, what we're gonna start off by doing is tracking this. Okay, so let's just delete that. So you need to find a good tracking point, and it would be better if I hadn't clenched my fist. I could have got a decent tracking point somewhere around here, but I think for now we can sort of make this our point. One of these, just take a look at the video and see what can be used as a reference. Okay, so in my video I think I can use this line as a reference. It's a pretty solid line. So even for the original one, I only tracked position, not the rotation or anything. So even in this case I'm going to do that because it's easier. So I'm just going to hit 0 to yeah. So now you can just analyze forward, so you can see it's staying on the point perfectly. Maybe there was a slight bit of movement there earlier. There, it's gone off track, but doesn't matter because it's only the tutorial. I think you guys should pay a little bit more attention and find a good tracking point. So now I'm just going to create a new null layer, and let's say edit target and null2, that's right, and apply it to x and y dimensions, and here we have our tracked footage. So now what we want to do is come to the first frame. Actually, screw that, let's just create, okay, let's just come here. We're doing the hexagons first, so just turn on the title action safe. Let's come up here, select polygon tool, make sure everything here is deselected, and we'll come right to the center, and with shift pressed and control pressed we create a polygon, or as they call it, a poly star. So I'm just going to come here, okay, what was it the path? Yeah, I'm just going to bring it up to 6 points because hexagons look way cooler than pentagons. Maybe you could even bring it up to 8 because why the hell not, but I think I'm gonna leave it at 6 because, well, I like it at 6. So I'm gonna change the stroke color to white. Okay, it's already on white, so I'm just gonna increase it a little bit so you can, so that's sort of the white edge that we have there. I think I'll bring it down to like 3. Okay, that's cool. So now let's come up to contents and repeater, was it? Yes, repeater. I'm just gonna increase the number of copies quite a bit. Okay, like that. It's going to transform. I think where was, okay, there was some, let's see, transform polystar. I think if we move it a little bit, all of them are moving. Okay, so repeater, yeah, here. So we're just going to increase the position until each of the corners meet like that. So you guys, we have like a total long copy of these. So now what I'm gonna do is just come and add a trim path. So because we want the polygons to to start appearing and disappearing. So just gonna bring the start position up to 100 here and come maybe to 2 seconds ish, bring it down to 0. So that's our full. Just gonna do this. That's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna turn on motion blur on the layer and the comp. So there's a little bit of motion blur. You can always increase it later, but I don't want to because I think this looks perfectly fine. Okay, so I'm just going to change this to individually and drag this underneath. So now I think, yeah, that's what we're going to get. So it's just gonna, now I can bring the thing off. Okay, so now you'll see that they'll appear here like that. I think I'll just bring the repeater copies down so there's less of it to do. Guess 0. Let's see. Yeah, now we can set the offset accordingly. How many do I have? 14, so 7. Oh, sorry, -7. Okay, or 6. I mean, it's gonna be uneven. So here we have, so you can see them appearing like that, which is what we're going for. So now let's just shut this. Let's duplicate this shape layer. Just move it up. Till somewhere here, and now I'm just gonna, sorry, let's just hit P. Let's just push it to the side. Right. And bring that up slightly till they join. And let's duplicate this and bring this down again. Oops. So bring this down till this joins too. Okay, now I think there's something I forgot, which was, yeah, I forgot to keyframe the end position. So just gonna come here, keyframe the end. Let's just solo this layer for now. And if I bring it down to 0, okay, so I think that should be fine. I'm not sure. Yeah, so you can see that we have individual hexagons. Now, okay, if I bring this closer, you can see the hexagons last longer, and now they're like 2. So that's what I was going for in the beginning, but I completely forgot to tell you guys about the end position, so we can skip that. You guys basically get the idea. Actually, let's just delete these two and duplicate this. Let's hit U and okay, fine. I'm just gonna duplicate this, bring this up. Move it over to the side. Okay, so now we have 2. If we duplicate the first one, I think we can get this there too. Right, so now we have the hexagons done. So let's just save that and let's get all of these into pre-comp. Call this I don't know what we call it. Let's call it hexagons tutorial. Okay, fine. So this is the main hexagons comp that we're gonna have here, and all I want to do right now is scale it down, hit R to rotate it like that, somewhere there, hit S again, scale it down. Okay, so now I think I'm just going to come into the hexagon layer, the composition, just increase the height. So let's just see where that, okay, it's still going longer, so I'm just gonna bump up the height a bit more. And okay, come somewhere towards the end of this. Okay, yeah, that's about it, I think. Okay, now still need to scale it up a bit more. Ooh, a lot more. Okay, now I'm gonna hit OK, come back to our composition. Now you can see it's pretty long, so rotate it till it suits my arm. So it's coming the wrong way right now, so you can I'll probably just rotate it 180 degrees or leave it at -3 scale, just so -21. Fine. So now we'll start from this direction going there. Fine. Now what you want to do really in this effect is just you have to just get the hexagon layer and hit G, bring up pen tool and just draw a mask around your hand so that it doesn't go out of the mask. That's the main idea, and you don't want it to go out of your hand. So just create a mask and keyframe the mask path throughout the thing, throughout the video, so that it just stays on your arm. So you guys get the idea. I'm not really going to go ahead and do much of this because it's quite boring, and with this video I tried to rotoscope it, but it was like, with the rotoscope tool, but it took quite a while, so didn't want to do that much either. Okay, so now you see we have this. So let's forget about the masks now. You'll need to create masks for everything, so you should probably just create a white layer and alpha matte it. So let's create a new solid, call it fractal, because surprise surprise, we're gonna add fractal noise to it. So let's just change this to something like swirly, change this to block. Okay, now swirly is a bit too much, maybe let's see, subscale. Yeah, that looks cool. So let's just come down to transform, scale it down a bit. I'm gonna increase contrast. Right, okay, maybe scale it up actually. Fine. Now I'm just gonna change the mode to color burn. Even for this one, I'm gonna change it to color burn. Let's just hit D, bring opacity down. So now that it's color burn, I know what sort of the details I'm getting and what I'm not, and what all I should add. Look at the contrast, brightness, so all of that. So I'm just gonna bring this layer somewhere here because I like the blocks I'm getting here, and again create a mask around this arm. So you have to create masks for everything, which is fun. Not, of course, there's another solution where you could create a white solid, and what you could do is hit D, and all you have to do is create a mask for this particular layer, right, and keyframe the mask position. And once you've done that, just pre-comp all of these layers that we end up making for the tutorial for the effect, and like that, just pre-comp it, and then I think I have to alpha matte it onto the white guy. Yeah, you'll have to alpha matte it, so that way you only use one mask rather than multiple. Wish I thought of that when I was making the effect, but I didn't, which is dumb. So anyway, I think I'm gonna change it to color dodge, not color burn. Made a mistake there, sorry. Bring the brightness down too. Okay, so now I'm just gonna create another layer. Okay, just duplicate this, no track matte. Okay, so duplicate this, and just change the transform, you know, decrease the scale quite a bit, so we have that tiny details in here. So if I turn this, okay, again it's alpha matting, so if I turn this off, you can see the detail it adds. Okay, so now what we want to do is have sort of parallax sort of thing the background, so just increase the scale here, maybe bump up, bring down complexity a little bit, come to sub settings, I don't know, sub rotation, let's just solo this and see sub rotation. Okay, that's cool. So just come here, select this is the one with, and drop a fast blur. So let's just blur it out a little bit, not much. Let's solo this, see how, okay, just a little bit. So now duplicate this layer, and I think I'll just increase the scale quite a bit, bring down the, increase complexity to subscale, let's see, okay, 0, contrast, increase it a bit, okay, maybe a bit more, and let's just come down, blur it a little more. Okay, now for these two layers, I think we can just keep alt pressed on your keyboard and type in time when you, and hit the stopwatch, obviously, time times 50. I'm just gonna copy this and do the same for the other layer. So paste there, and if you want you can do it for the blurred out layers too. Just paste that there. Okay, I'm not gonna do it for the last one. So now you see what we have. So let's just select this, come here, change it to color dodge, and if I turn off the, oops, okay, so now I'm just gonna select all of these and drop them onto the null, right there. Okay, turn this on. If I drop them onto the null, you can see they're tracked onto my arm, but you still need to make changes to the mask and stuff. So like I said, do the alpha matte thing that I suggested, and just turn this off and take a look. So now that's how it's gonna look, and with the arm, that's how it's gonna look. So if you follow these steps, you can easily get something that looks like this, and most probably something way better too. So I really hope you guys like this tutorial. I mean, it was really fun to make, and it took quite a while actually to figure out how to make it and how to go about it. So hope you guys liked it, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching.